Okay, we're going to talk today about TransLink business and people strategy alignment. This work is done for the Accenda School of Management in the course of Strategic Planning for HR with the professor Jeffrey Ha. We're the team number 8, and our name is Talent Titans. Our team is with Marielle Balsita, Mary Lady Ann Capoy, Claudia Roca, and Mandeep Singh. First of all, we would like to make a territorial acknowledge, respectfully given to the land of which we gather in Accenda School of Management campus, located on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of people of Tual, Wutooth, Squamish, and Musqueam nations. The agenda for today is as shown, and we will begin with the introduction. Mandeep.
Hello. Hi, my name is Mandeep Singh, and I'm going to take over the introduction. So, making the commute to various places every day is not easy, especially given the traffic in Vancouver all around. And that's where the TransLink comes in. It serves the people and communities and helps them to connect across the provinces. It helps people connecting through their bus services and SkyTrain station, and their unique bus services, the Rapid Bus, is really efficient and fast. TransLink company vision and mission. Its mission is to be a world leader in providing sustainable mobility choices that connect people with places. It encourages active lifestyle, for example, providing the bike share program. And it also contributes towards healthier community as there's less emission of carbon footprints, and they are trying to bring in the electrical mobiles. This is the geographical map of the communities the TransLink serves in. The dark blue and light blue lines you see is the SkyTrain station. The dark blue goes from Vancouver towards the Columbia station, and then there are two trains that take different routes. One goes towards the King George, and the other one goes to the Louis Town Center, to all the way Production Way University. The light blue one goes from Waterfront to Richmond Bridge House, and there's another train that goes apart from Bridgeport towards the YVI airport. All the orange, green, and yellow lines that depict the rapid bus services that connect all the transit SkyTrain station, and that's all in the map. The areas that they cover is Metro Vancouver, including Burnaby, Coquitlam, Delta Richmond, East New Westminster, Langley City, Maple Ridge, Pitt Meadows, and so on. The main goal of the TransLink is to serve the customers with the wide range of services like bus services, SkyTrain, SeaBus, Sky HandyDart, and whatever services they have, and expanding them as much as possible in order to save time for people. They plan to invest in infrastructure improvements such as station upgrades at major hubs like Metrotown Station and Surrey Central Station. Their main goal, one of the main goals is also to improve the customer's experience through technological enabled solutions. For example, updating the arrival times of buses and trains on the app, mobile ticketing options, integrated payment systems, and online trip planning tools. These tools will help a customer to know their location and to plan their trip ahead of their time, and also to prepare themselves for the trip as well, like buying the tickets or paying on the phone rather than using the website. Moving on, now my teammate will take over.
Thank you, Mandeep. So public transportation in Canada market research. So it is projected that the revenue generated in the market will amount to $3.40 billion by the year 2023, and market expansion at a compound CAGR of 1.58% between 2023 and 2027. Next slide, please. So the number of individuals utilizing public transportation is projected to reach 17.77 million by the year 2027. And the average revenue per user would be $191.90. Next slide, please. So by 2027, an impressive 27% of the market's revenue is anticipated to be generated via online sales, indicating the increased criticality of digital platforms within the public transportation industry. Next slide, please. So focusing on objectives aligned with TransLink goals for the next 5 years. So the key areas are rideship increase and infrastructure expansion. So TransLink's strategy to boost passenger number aligns well with Canada's public transportation market projection of an increased user base. Next slide, please. So the introduction of the new rapid bus services and the expansion of the SkyTrain network by TransLink correspond with the trend of improving public transportation facilities. And then the lack of emphasis on the growth of online sales in their strategic plan indicates a possible incongruity with this particular market trend. So TransLink employer brand. So the COVID-19 pandemic's impact on TransLink drastically affected operation and workforce. So the service cuts, layoffs not only affected employees, but also like the unions and the stakeholders. So a total of 13 reviews incomparably, 80% of those reviews were positive, and then 83% of those reviews were positive from employees working in TransLink, stating that they like working in TransLink given the benefits and the wages. 17% said they are likely to stay in the company, while 30% said it is challenging to seek employment with TransLink. So now I'll be talking about the SWOT analysis. So for the strengths, there will be projected increase in ridership with journeys expected to grow by 4.3% relative to the 2022 budget. And there is the emphasis on enhancing service provision and remaining abreast of technological progress, which is underscored by the effort to modernize physical technology facilities. So weaknesses, financial strain caused by higher interest rates, the organization's capacity to efficiently manage expenditure and capital projects may be impacted also by this increase. And then the present condition of the physical and technology system, which remains insufficient to meet the demands of the intended enhancement. And lastly, there are recruitment and retention difficulties, which can impede TransLink capacities to sustain workforce. So threats for 2003, there are a lot. So first, like economic recession. Next is the ongoing uncertainty around the COVID-19 pandemic and the labor relations. And lastly, opportunities. So there is a potential increase in the customer base for TransLink services, higher demand for public transportation, and enhanced service efficiency and to attract quality talents. So there are three trends that might affect TransLink: sustainability, outsourcing, diversity, equity, and inclusion. So for sustainability, TransLink climate action strategy sets big goals for the future, like cutting greenhouse gas emissions by 45% by 2030 and getting rid of all the emissions from its buses by 2040. And then for outsourcing, TransLink aims to recruit 500 more employees for the SkyTrain system by 2028, and they plan to employ 1,200 individuals, representing 40% growth compared to the previous year. And lastly, diversity, equity, and inclusion. There is a wide equity, diversity, and inclusion that has been put in place with an emphasis on the decision-making, training, and evaluation. So Mariel will talk about the job roles.
Hi, so every position in TransLink services make a distinct contribution to the success and efficiency of the public transport network. So for the first one, bridges, these roles associated with bridges encompass a range of responsibilities critical to the design, construction, maintenance, and management. Bus, these roles work collaboratively to ensure the efficiency, safety, and quality of bus transportation services. And for cycling, walking, and roads, these roles collectively contribute to creating safer, more accessible, and efficient walking and cycling networks within communities. Next is Handy Dart. These roles collaborate to ensure that handy dart services are reliable, safe, accessible, and responsive to the needs of passengers with disabilities. Next slide, please. For CBUS, these roles collaborate to ensure the efficient and safe operation of CBUS services, providing an essential transportation link across water bodies in urban areas. For SkyTrain, these roles collaborate to ensure the efficient and safe operation of the SkyTrain network, providing a vital mode of public transportation in urban areas. And for the transit police officers work in collaboration with other law enforcement and agencies and transit authorities to uphold the law, maintain order, and ensure the safety. And West Coast Express, these roles collaborate to ensure the efficient operation safety and reliability of the West Coast Express. Next slide, please. Roles in short supply. So there are also roles that serve as human capital in short supply, as TransLink is facing a shortage of human capital in certain roles. These roles include the manager of transit network management, who oversees projects and programs on the company, multimodal transit system, the system engineer who offers integrated system-related projects, the HRM specialist who provides senior-level functional support, business analysis, and system-based analytical services, and the HR business partner who provide guidance, counsel, and coaching to executives and workers. Next slide, please. And sourcing human capital for TransLink. TransLink also uses various sources to source human capital, including the busy job site for attracting qualified candidates, a commercial partnership for employment branding initiatives, and a customized sourcing strategy. They maintain relationship with a pool of qualified candidates through advertisement, database mining, and for the retention programs. Next slide, please. We have its retention program includes the Compass for Organization program, Commuting Plan, Travel Smart program, and EDI program. These programs are effective in keeping employees motivated. However, these retention programs can still be improved, so we come up with some retention programs. This includes the Funds for Skill Development, Free Travel with One Family Member, Employee Loyalty Award, Personalized Services Deals Program for Guidance, free diving sessions, partnership meal discount, allowance for subscription assistance, and VIP travel experience. Claudia, please.
Thank you, Marielle. I'm going to talk about the succession management within TransLink. Succession management, as we know, considers internal and external candidates. Due to the pandemic crisis, TransLink had problems with readership. It fell below 70% against a previous period. There was also a low use of parking spaces, and they were having problems in different business units also. Therefore, they were having very low revenues. And why TransLink was hiring externally? It was because they really needed some fresh blood, some new ideas, and also they could benefit from a worldwide pool. As we know, these are the advantages of hiring externally. There was a big uncertainty of what was going to happen between the 2 and 8 years coming after the crisis. So they decided to hire Kevin Quinn. Kevin Quinn is approximately 50 years old, and he has previous experience in crisis management. He was the former CEO of the Maryland Transit Administration, which that organization had strong parallels with TransLink. The Maryland Transit Administration, it's a company from the United States, next please, that has a multimodal transit systems. It has actually 6 transit modes: buses, subway, light rail, paratransit, commuter bus, and railing, and they serve more than 100 million passengers per year. So Kevin Quinn, with his bachelor degree in political science and government, and his master degree in public policy and at Johns Hopkins University, seems to be a wise decision to move to have him within the company. Next, please. The board of directors were expecting Kevin Quinn to have a leadership approach with a strong focus on customer needs and innovation, focusing on rebuilding the ridership, achieving financial sustainability, and supporting the employees through all these coming back from the crisis of the pandemic. Next, please. When we review about the executive team, we see that in the last 4 years, the accountability reports show the same executive team. So we can see that they are very stable and give a stability to the culture of the company. There's only one person changing. Thank you. Next, please. As for the information technology for HR planning, we know that HRIS is the information technology for service of HR tasks, and it's an integrated solution. This includes recruitment and selection, time and attendance management, and so on. Next, please. We see that TransLink uses HR analytics for employee performance. They already have a program called e-performance that helps them in succession management, and therefore it helps in HR planning. They're also using a talent map tool for leadership development and succession planning, and that was mentioned in the people strategy of 2016. So for now, it has been already 7 years since that they using that. And they are also using a completed learning management system that are doing it with a partnership with business technology services. Next, please. In the business plan of 2021, we can see that they have approved already to have an ERP. At the beginning, they're aiming to have it in the finance and supply chain, but as we know, the ERPs usually go over other areas, and for sure, it will reach human resources also. So we are seeing a lot of uses of the information systems within the HR tasks. Now we can see also in LinkedIn that they are posting to hire a position of HRIS system analyst. So they are already within these software, are using the information systems for HR. As conclusion, we can say that TransLink is an important part. It's the main part of the transportation within the Vancouver area. TransLink have been really successful, and we can attribute that to their strong commitment towards sustainability through investments in green technologies. But we can also talk about their respectful people strategy. As we can see, they have a very good brand value that Mary Lady showed us. Next, please. Also, we can see a lot of stability within the board of directors that keep them in a safe place to keep the culture of the company, despite that they have changed their CEO. So it can be inferred that the business strategy is harmoniously aligned with the people strategy at TransLink. That's our conclusion. Thank you.
Dhanyavad.
Gracias.
Salamat.